Okay, boys and girls, another update on Double Dunn's Garage. We have a pair of small block Chevy headers I bought for $40 from some guy in sketchy area of town. I'm just going to shut up about that. Anyway, they're a small block Chevy. Really good thick flange on them. They're nice and clean. I kind of like the design, the setup on them. I made sure they're a small block Chevy. Just bring a gasket with me, and they were correct. These are just going to be here to just start this engine, and this was like the last component I was really missing to start the engine up. So now the next progress is basically going to be probably putting all this stuff on, and putting the distributor in, putting the carb on, putting the headers on. That's going to be in the next video, and then the next video will be like getting the radiator on and probably doing some wiring. I still have not yet found the bolts for the back of it. I still got to just go down and get them. Not like anybody's fault but my own. Yeah, it's pretty close. Well, anyway, about these headers, nice little setup. Thick flange even on these, clean. Came with the gaskets. I think they've been used. Why I say that is because I noticed on the other header, this one just kind of sits by itself, cool. The other header has dents all along it. Let's get that up here for a second. Unless that's just maybe pre-dented from the factory, because why that's a possibility is because it doesn't look like it's been chipped up too much, number one. And number two, that doesn't look like it's been repainted after it was dented. But that could be neither here nor there. It really doesn't matter, because that could mean anything. Somebody could have used a rag, so they would scratchy paint. 100 different possibilities. Again, doesn't matter. Dented up headers, that does not reduce horsepower, okay, whatsoever, unless you take it probably past 50% of the pipe. Then I probably maybe see reduction of horsepower in there. But otherwise, yeah. So, yeah, we got really nice bolts. This, I don't know what that is. It came with these, the shorty header things. Yeah, nice little kit. Very happy with that. So, sorry for such a late update. We've been both sick. And I was sick first, he was sick, and then from there, oh, right in front of us, I can show you this guy. Hey, I got a sandblaster, and I paid too much for it, personally, but it's there. So, yeah, working outdoor sandblaster. I'm going to get a sandblasting cabinet, which I used to have in the past. We're going to get a parts washer, not a pressure washer, a parts washer, because this one is toast. The pump is gone in it. Has been modified already once. So, yeah, that's just not going to work. Weather's getting better out here. Actually, it's frozen out there right now a little bit, but it's getting better. It'll come along. There's the exhaust that I'm going to put on the truck. That's a video I got to make pretty soon. I got to put the exhaust on that truck. That's very imperative. I just feel it's maybe has obstruction in the exhaust or something. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just like a little bit more horsepower. As Tim the Toolman Taylor always used to say. Yeah. But I got to clean out the garage bad. Tires need to go away. There's a stack of tires there. stack of tires there. Oh, and hey, there's more tires over there. Yeah, those are underneath the engine, by the way. We're going to temporarily use those mufflers right there. I'm going to chop the weld out of the tip of them, and we're going to use those to just not even weld onto these reducer, but to set on the reducer. So when we start up the engine, it's got some type of muffler on it. You know, that's going to be what's going to keep me from getting in trouble from everybody out here when I'm running it for 30 minutes and testing it. And I got to do a compression test before that, make sure all the cylinders have some pressure right before I fire it. And then I got to change the oil to some zinc, oil with some zinc in it, or substitute zinc. So I'd break into cam, because it has a very large cam in it, and it's non-roller. I got to break the cam in. If it was a roller cam, you would just start this engine up, and I personally idle it real low, and not too low that you're not getting oil, but you would want it to do very low rotations, so it doesn't hurt the engine. And I just break in the engine that way, but I can't do that on these engines with just a regular cam and non-roller cam, hydraulic cam, flat tappet cam is what they call it. Flat tappet. I'm sorry, trying to look for the word, so I was talking. That has to be broken in the second you start it up. If there's no issues, it has to be not the second, but within the first probably 30 seconds, you have to crank it up to 2,000 to 2,500 RPM for 20 minutes. And variable, so what I do is I turn up the engine with a tack. I crank it up to that 2,500 RPM mark, and then I'll rev the engine up to 3 to 3,500 up RPM once in a while. Just do roll, a quick roar of the engine, you might say, and then back down. So that's got to be something that's doing that. Why we're in the process of getting that fired up and running and doing that part of it. We're going to be we put in 1 gallon of water in the radiator. I could also simply run the radiator with cold water through the faucet, but the thing is, I kind of want to break in the inside of the block. I know that's probably stupid. Maybe a lot of people complain. You don't need to do that. I want to make sure that maybe it has pressure inside the block. So if I after that 30 minutes is up, I look in there and it's built pressure. I fill in my hose. That tells me that the head gasket is sealed properly. The block is got any cracks in it since we rebuilt it. Any other gaskets, the water pump's working correctly. No freeze plugs are popping out of the side of the block that were loose prior. No obstructions. It's flowing. All those little things you probably would want to know before you actually put this engine in that truck over there. Oh, and another thing. I'm going to switch the truck to automatic. I set something up. I really want automatic, and there's one reason for that. We always take the other truck because the dog wants to ride with us all the time. And we love wanting to let the dog ride with us. Well, it's kind of a pain in the butt in that little single cab truck because the dog sits between us, and I'm shifting gears, and she likes to cuddle up to you. Literally she puts her hand, puts herself right up against the side of you, and so she can cuddle up. Literally, that's what she does. And that's just hard when you're shifting gears all the time. I would not do this unless that was the reason. Plus, an automatic is, automatic. So, I'm just going to do an automatic. Okay? I got to pull the tranny anyway. Hey, bro. How's it going?
Okay. How's it going?
I got to pull the tranny anyway because there is a issue with the throwout bearing. It's whining like mad. It's got a great clutch in it. Great pressure plate. Great flywheel on it. But the throwout bearing's making noise. And also, I'm going to put the engine in. Because I want to switch on my engine. I want to use my engine in my truck. And I don't know a lot about this 350 that's in there right now. And you guys are probably like, what the hell, why are you putting a 305 where a 350 should be more cubic inches? Well, the fact is that this is going to create more horsepower than that bone stock guy over there that we don't know a lot about, besides the fact that it's pretty new. It's when I looked in it, I've showed you guys before, it's painted, paint's fresh. That engine, geez, probably got maybe 1,000 miles on it. I don't know. But it's stock, and it's wimpy. Wimpy as crap. So we're going to put this engine in there, and we're going to, while we're in the process of that, we're going to put a new tranny, an automatic in there. And we'll go through the process of how to do that. So, I'm going to close up this video. Yeah, he's still a little sick. Poor guy. I was sick. We were just not doing very good, guys. Anyway, those are the headers I bought from Sketchy World for $40. Brand new. Actually, I'm very happy with them. Did you notice these are thick flange?
Oh, really?
They're not like a cheap, crappy header.
Oh, wow.
They have a thick main flange on them.
Okay.
And everything's there. All 12 bolts for the bolt into the side of the block.
Name on them?
I didn't look. Oh, they're heavy too. They'd usually have a badge. They're probably just a little bit better quality product. I noticed they might have been used, but I doubt it.
They've barely been used.
And why we thought that? Because this has pre-dented.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they've been used. If they've been used, they would have burnt all the paint off of
crap
them.
off them, yeah.
Yeah, they've been painted.
It's like maybe somebody installed them and they had to pound a little to get something by, and
maybe they didn't work.
they didn't work.
Yeah.
For the vehicle, they had to pull them off.
Yeah.
But hey, you got your collectors.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It does work
all
for
the
us.
bolts and everything.
Yep. All 12 bolts. Everything's there.
That's
To mount those. Yeah.
Because those are the thick.
Those are good. We're just using these guys to just start the engine. And we're going to fix those mufflers on there. And we're just going to have those so we have a little bit of quietness. I told you guys that. So when we're doing it for 30 minutes, that's the only reason. I am actually using the chrome headers over there. Let me show you that real quick. These are actually what's going to be in the truck. And we're going to install those pretty soon. Which is a pair of nice chrome shiny $400 headers. Are going to be going in the truck with those exhausts. That's kind of crappier exhaust right now, but it's exhaust I need to have. And again, I need to put exhaust on this truck because of no dipstick. The manifolds, I can't use a dipstick. So, alright, well, enough of me talking for almost 15 minutes. Alright, guys, this is Double Duns Garage.
Hey, guys.
Bunch of sick people here.
Yeah.
Alright, you have a good one. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.